Hey, what's up guys? Iman here, Monster Gadgets. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you might be. Thank you so much for joining me. And in today's video, we're gonna go ahead and hop into my 2021 Tesla Model 3 Performance. And I'm gonna share with you guys 5 tips, tricks, and hidden features that I have found out just through using my display over the last month and a half or so. So I'm gonna share with you guys what those are, and it will make your driving experience that much better. So let's go ahead and dive into it. All right guys, welcome back. So here we are inside my Tesla Model 3 Performance, and the first shortcut I'm going to show you, or tip or trick I'm going to show you, is how to actually control your climate control. So if you have your climate control on normally, which is basically set at whatever you want to set it as, and it'll show you it's active by having this in darker black, you have an option to control it, of course, from here. So when you hit this button, the climate control comes up and you can go ahead and navigate to what you want as far as being able to leave it on auto, or if you want to have actually manual control over it, you can control the fan speed, you can control where you want the vents to go and things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it on auto for a second. But if you want to turn your climate control off, you have a couple options. So for example, let's just say you're driving like this, you hit the button and you can go ahead and power it off like that. The shortcut to this is actually long holding your fan button here, or your fan icon, and it'll actually turn the climate control off, just like that. So if you're driving, instead of having to click here and then click on off, you can simply just long press here and it'll go ahead and turn your climate control off. So that is tip trick number 1. All right, for number 2, let's talk about setting your favorite stations when you are streaming music. So for those of you that might not know, let's just go into top stations for a second. I'm going to click on just random ones, new country. Just for those of you that might not know me, the only genre I don't like about music is the country. So, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my favorite, along with chill. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my favorite, and I'll add 80s alternative to my favorite. So let's just say you've got those set, or whatever you want to pick as your favorites, and you can go ahead and now they show up in your favorite section. Well, how do you delete this? It actually doesn't tell you anywhere how to actually delete them or get rid of them, but so this is similar to basically an iPad. If you long hold on any particular favorite, it'll give you an option to delete it. But here's the thing, when you have it on full screen like this, if you hold down the actual album, you can't do anything. It won't give you any icon. But if you make this smaller and have it where you've got your favorites here, then you can go ahead and long click on it and it'll give you options to go ahead and delete which whenever you want to delete. So for example, if we added new country, I'm going to go ahead and X that out. That's gone. 80s alternative is gone. Chill is gone. And then that is how you delete them. When you're done, you can simply click anywhere like that, and you can go ahead and make it full screen and go back to whatever you're doing. I'm not sure why that feature is not available when the screen is expanded. Again, when you hold here, nothing happens. But when you have this kind of midway, you can go ahead and then click on it and it'll come up. So that is secret, or shortcut number 2. Okay, moving on to number 3. So this one is regarding navigation. So I'm going to go ahead and blur the screen out so that way you guys don't know where I live, just for security purposes. But of course, when you're navigating, you have the option to click on navigate, put in your address, and you're good to go. But a lot of times, if you're like me, or probably most users, you go ahead and search certain location, maybe on your phone, and then instead of actually having to type the address back into your maps here, you can actually share it directly from your phone. So all you got to do is search the address that you want to search using, for example, maps, and then you want to go ahead and click on share. And then when you click on share, you'll have a few different options towards the bottom, depending on how you have your phone set up and things like that. It might be different than what you might see on mine. But simply you scroll over to where it says Tesla, the app icon. You click on the Tesla app icon, and what it'll actually do is it'll send that location onto your screen here, and you will be good to go and start navigating to that location. So that certainly saves you a couple different steps. That way you won't have to go in and physically type in the address or search for it again here once you've already searched for it on your phone. So that is tip number 3. Tip number 4, this is regarding your map shortcut. So typically what you would do is you would go ahead and click on here to wherever you want to navigate. If you want to navigate home, work, type in an address, do a search, or whatever else it might be. But the tip here is once you have those locations set up for your home or your work, instead of actually clicking there and then clicking on where you want to go, you can simply just swipe either this way, and you guys will see where it says work, or you can actually swipe down and it'll give you an option to basically go to that address that's saved on there. So right now I don't have anything saved, but if I was to swipe right like that, it's going to go ahead and tell me to go ahead and set my work address. But if you've got one set, instead of having the 2 different clicks, simply swipe right or simply swipe down and it'll go ahead and navigate to that address for you. All right, guys, last but not least, tip number 5 or shortcut number 5 is regarding Sentry Mode. So previously, if you had Sentry Mode activated, of course, you do need a USB drive for it to work. In previous versions, you would have it in your center console here or in your dashboard for the newer ones. But before you plug the USB drive in, you would have to go out, take the USB drive, plug it into a PC or a Mac, format it with a certain folder, and then come back, plug it into your car to make it work. Well, now you can basically eliminate all those steps. Simply plug your USB drive into your port, and all you have to do is go into Safety and Security, scroll down to where it says Format USB Drive, you click on there, and you're good to go. The car automatically does everything for it by itself, sets up the folder that it needs to in the USB drive after reformatting it, and then of course you'll get the icon that it's recording, just like that, with it showing that it's currently active. So as long as you've got that red icon active, it is working, it's good to go. And again, you no longer need to take the USB drive, plug it into a computer and reformat it. You can simply just do it from there. So again, if you're buying a brand new USB drive and you want to set it up maybe with bigger capacity, plug it in, hit the format USB drive, it'll do its thing and you'll be good to go. On a bonus or side note, there's also an option on here where you can go ahead and save clips on honk. So if you're going to honk at someone, or God forbid if you're about to get into an accident, you end up honking, warning the driver, this will actually save that clip automatically using all the cameras around the car. So if you didn't know that, that feature is also on here as well. So that is tip number 5. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed these 5 tips, tricks, or shortcuts. If you know of any other ones that I might have missed here, leave them in the comment section below, right below the thumbs up button and subscribe button. So again, make sure you hit those while you're down there, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.